Hey there everyone, it's Stevie from Sunshine CoHosting, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what it takes to run a successful Airbnb property in Southwest Florida. Now there's no denying it, people are moving and coming to Southwest Florida in droves. Southwest Florida has experienced some of the highest population growth in the entire country in 2021. And that means that right now it is your chance as a residential property owner to make passive income just off of your property. And a big part of that as well is because more and more people are realizing that they can get a better stay at a better price through Airbnb than if they were to book a hotel in the area. Now, before we start getting into the tips and how to set everything up, I do want to warn you, just like anything that involves passive income, there may be some investment and more than likely will be a lot of time that you will have to invest in order to create a successful property. However, once you've gotten that setup out of the way and everything's in place, you'll get your investment back basically immediately, and then from there, it's all passive profit. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get started on how you can start making passive income with your property through these tips on setting up your Airbnb correctly. Make your listing awesome. To begin, we're going to talk about your listing and what that means. A listing on Airbnb is essentially just the web page that your property is going to be hosted on. It's going to contain valuable information for the consumers such as the price, the availability, the rooms, pictures of the house, and any other amenities included in the description. Now, in short, if this listing is amazing and shows your property off well enough, you will get bookings out of that. There is no question about it. However, if your listing is lacking, there's a very strong chance that people are not going to believe that it's better in person. Now, for your listing, like I mentioned a little bit ago, there's two different main pillars. There is the photos, and then there is the description. Photos. Photos are arguably the most important thing for your listing. If people don't like your photos, at a glance, there's a good chance they're not even going to read your description and see what else your property has to offer. Make sure that you take time and care with your photographs if you're doing them yourself. Now, our tip is that it's absolutely worth the investment to hire a professional photographer. They can help you arrange areas and structure your home in a way that makes it most visually appealing. If you do choose to do the photography yourself, make sure that you're using a newer model camera or newer model smartphone. This is because the older the phone, the less quality the pictures are, and that has been proven to decrease optimization of your Airbnb property. This is because older phones with blurrier pictures can't quite capture the essence of your home quite like a professional photo could. Now, on the description, make sure that you're not getting too wordy and mainly focusing on the benefits and features and why they should stay at your vacation rental versus another one in the area. Once again, the description should focus on things that set your property apart from the others. Make sure you do things like list beach access if your house is on the beach. Or if you have another stunning view, make sure that you put those in the description. Of course, you got to think like you're on a vacation. If that person is on a vacation, they're going to want to see stunning views of Florida. They're going to want to be close to the beach. They're going to want boat access, canal access. And if you have any of these, you need to make absolutely sure that those are included in your description. When was the last time that you updated your Wi-Fi router? That's something that many people don't think about on a daily basis. However, it's something that's going to be extremely important to your guests. And that's because if they're not out and about enjoying their time in Southwest Florida, they're probably going to be back at your home on their phones posting vacation photos to social media. So, if you haven't updated your Wi-Fi router in the last few years, it's probably time to do it. And a lot of people might think that's just a small thing, but you would be surprised at the amount of reviews on Airbnb that include something about how good or how bad the internet connection was. Now, if it's in your budget, make sure that your TV is current and at least has either HDMI ports in the back or is a smart TV that can connect to certain streaming apps. This is going to be something that's also extremely important to a lot of guests, as they're going to want to either hook up their phone to the HDMI connection to view vacation photos, or they're going to want to go to the streaming services that they watch at home and relax after a long day of vacationing. Some other extras that can make your Airbnb more attractive to customers are things like beach chairs and bicycles. When you offer things like this included in their stay, it helps the guest imagine the fun that they're going to have when they come down to Southwest Florida. Finally, many Airbnb hosts don't allow pets. If you choose to do so, this is something that will immediately make you stand out above your competition in the Southwest Florida area. And this is because, of course, many people are trying to take their pets on their vacations. They either can't find a dog sitter or their pet is important enough, a member of their family, to where they want to take them on these adventures. Get your pricing in the sweet spot. Now, pricing your vacation rental is actually something that a lot of people get stuck on. Not a lot of people know where to get the guides and resources to start thinking about a pricing plan. And while we will admit that sometimes pricing can be tricky, there are several guidelines that can help you make a more informed decision. First of all, the quickest and easiest way to determine a price for your property is to simply go onto Airbnb and look for other properties in your area that are comparable to your property. Make sure that the amenities of the home that you're looking at are comparable to yours. But if the bedrooms and the baths and the square footage and everything matches up, you can pretty much just copycat what that pricing scheme looks like. And make sure when you're looking that you're looking specifically in the city or the township that you are in, because pricing is definitely going to vary very hard between somewhere, for example, like Fort Myers Beach and Lehigh Acres. Now, once you establish that start pricing point, you're going to want to start doing some budgeting and figuring out what all of your costs are. For costs, just consider anything that's going to cost you money that's directly associated with the property itself. So a couple of examples of this are things like, of course, your mortgage, your home insurance, your property taxes, anything to do with the actual sale of the home if you haven't purchased it outright. There are other things, however, like water, electricity, internet, restocking amenities, and many other different things that could apply to your location that you're going to want to check out and make sure you know what your budget is on. Some of the additional major expenses you may incur as a vacation rental owner versus a residential property owner are going to be things like cleaning, and then if you are using a third-party company to do all of this for you. Third-party companies such as ourselves can actually automate this process for you, and they usually charge a fee from anywhere from 15 to 40%. However, the one thing that makes us stand out, kind of like we've been talking about the whole time, is that we actually only charge 10%, but a little more about that later. Now, if you are doing the cleaning yourself and you are doing the management yourself, you consider these expenses as zero. It's basically as if you were the business owner and doing the business. However, lots of property owners do choose to use both cleaning and vacation rental management services because it automates the process of their passive income. Now, after you've considered all of these costs, it should be absolutely apparent to you whether or not your rate is high, low, or right where it needs to be. You'll basically take all of these costs, put them all into a year's worth of time, divide it by 12 for months, and that's how much money per month you're going to be spending. Now, as long as you get a certain amount of bookings at a certain price each month, you will be breaking even or making profit. These are all, of course, determinations that are your choice. However, we would recommend that you make a more informed decision by doing the research beforehand. Now, to finish, we're going to talk a little bit about what we do as a vacation rental management company and how it could potentially make more sense for you to employ us to run your vacation rental versus doing it yourself. Now, there are many other factors to running an Airbnb home that we didn't talk about in this video. There are things like proper guest services, there are things like maintaining your home, and many others that play a factor in the success of your property. It is definitely a lot of work. And while many people initially love the idea of running a vacation rental, usually the work involved leads them to a point where they no longer want to continue service. But that is where Sunshine CoHosting steps in. Now, the reason we got good at this was because we were property owners in Florida just like you before we became a vacation rental management company. We became that company because we noticed that there was a lack of affordable service within the industry. Now, we are not the only providers that do this service. However, most other providers are charging anywhere from 20 to 40% of your bookings to complete the service that we do. Now, we think, especially with the pricing range of the Southwest Florida market, that may be a little bit high for the services that they actually provide. And so at Sunshine Co-Hosting, we took that rate down to 10% and kept all of the great services that you're going to get with a vacation rental manager. Here at Sunshine Co-Hosting, we allow you to be involved as little or as much as you want in the managing of your vacation rental. We do things like employ vendors in cleaning and landscaping to take care of your property, manage your guest and checkout services, and also make sure that your listing on Airbnb is constantly optimized to bring you the most business. With a flexible and creative team of both marketers and property managers, we have all the tools that we need to make sure that no matter what your property requires, we can handle it for our 10% fee. Now, if that's something that sounds like it interests you or you want more info, it's very easy to get with us. All you have to do is go right down to that description, click the link, go to our contact page, and let us know what you're interested in and what we can do for you. From there, one of our agents will get with you. We'll go over your property, all of the disadvantages and advantages of it, what we can do, and then we'll get started for you. What Sunshine Co-Hosting offers you is simple. We offer the chance to have a passive income while you enjoy your time in Florida. Let us take care of the gritty work of managing your vacation rental property. You pay the bills, and you take in the revenue. It's just that easy. Once again, I am Stevie from Sunshine Co-Hosting. I appreciate your time today, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day.